Hey guys, it's Glenn from glenscarcollection.com, and I want to answer the question, is the M340i XDrive a sports car, or is it just a fast entry-level luxury car? So instead of just vlogging about it and giving examples in 0 to 60 times, I thought we'd actually drive to see. So it is a cold day, 35 degrees. These roads are really slick. I have all season run flats, and I want to see how this car handles. It's not a light car. As you know, I've had plenty of M cars, 2 E46 M3s, an E90 M3, the M2, the 1 Series M, the Z3 M Coupe, I think a couple M cars I'm forgetting, and this is my first M Sport, though I don't consider it an M car. BMW does. And this is my first BMW with an automatic transmission. Now, the first thing, if you want to be a sports car, the first thing you have to do is ditch these all-season run flats, because I can tell you that they are horrible. Now, the way where I live in the Northeast, these cars only come with all-season run flats and all-wheel drive. So if you want this car in rear drive or summer tires, you have to order it. I haven't seen the dealers stock any of them. Now, as far as power goes, it's definitely a sports car. This is way faster than any M car I've ever owned. Now, you do get a ton of grip with all-wheel drive. We're driving in Sport Plus mode. There's a heads-up display. I hope you can see that. I think I smell my brakes. It might be the brakes of the Civic Si in front of me. All-wheel drive definitely gives you a ton of grip. I always think sports cars or sports sedans should be rear drive. And I also think they should have a manual transmission. So what I did is, typically 100% of the time I drive this car in manual mode where I do the paddle shifters, but because I wanted to see if this is a sports car, I'm letting it do the shifts itself in Sports Plus to see if this 8-speed torque converter automatic is any good. Now, I do feel the weight, so that's the biggest thing here. I feel the weight. The transmission is trying to keep me at the high RPMs. So I'm ready to accelerate again. The brakes do work very well. Now, I don't know if I would use those brakes on a track day. I think because of the heaviness of the car, that you would probably have some brake issues. But on the street, they're more than you ever need. That's the most important thing to me in a sports car is good brakes. People always upgrade the power, upgrade the suspension. Guess what? If you do that, especially the power, you need to upgrade the brakes. So now, I've always taken this road all year long, or at least since I got the 911. The 911 flies through this road like it's a race car. It is much lighter at about 3,200 pounds. I think it's even under that, honestly, with the manual transmission and rear drive. I think it's actually 3,150. So I definitely feel the weight difference, but this is a power difference too. This car with the all-wheel drive is actually faster in a straight line. Now, coming down these turns, I definitely do feel the weight. All right, so why is it beeping? I think it's beeping because it's 37 degrees, I hope. Yeah, I think it's because it's icy. BMWs, if it's 37 degrees or lower, they always tell you to be careful for the slick conditions. So is it a sports car? Well, it's not an F80 M3. So one of the most common questions I get on the channel is, I'm thinking of getting an F80 M3, but I need all-wheel drive. I want a new car, I want a warranty. So I'm gonna get the M340i XDrive. Well, the M340i XDrive, I love this car as a daily driver, but it's no F80 M3. In a perfect world, if I didn't need all-wheel drive, I would, as a daily driver, I would get a manual transmission F80 M3 as a daily driver and call it a day. That car is definitely a much stiffer suspension, but that kind of car, even though it is heavy as well, you could easily take to the track. That could really be your one car that does everything. and that's why I love that car so much. And I think there's something to be said for manual transmission M3 sedans. All right, so is this a sports car? Well, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say it's a very fast entry-level luxury car, which is a fantastic daily driver. So you don't have the issues you would have with a sports car, you know, the stiff ride, and it is a real bumpy road. It's even worse if we were driving in M3 or something like that. But you know, it's a very comfortable car, very fast car. It's got a lot of tech. You're under warranty, you get free maintenance, and that's why I got this car for my real estate business. I can put it in Sport Plus when I want and have some fun on the back roads, and to everybody else, it's just a regular 3 Series for my clients. And these cars are big cars now. These are like the size of the old 5 Series. So this is the biggest 3 Series I've ever driven. If you drove this car, you'd be like, wow, this is a 3 Series. They used to be small. It's bigger, wider, so it makes it a really good daily driver. But if I was doing, you know, aggressive driving like this, spirited driving like this, I would definitely go for an F80 M3, or obviously the brand new 2021 M3, and that's what I would have gotten. It just wasn't out yet, so that's why I got this car I needed. Maybe in hindsight I should have waited an extra year to get one of those cars, but I just wanted to lease a car that was under warranty, that had free maintenance, since the Audi was costing me an arm and a leg with out of warranty repairs. But if you're looking for a great daily, this is it. If you want a car that you're going to take to the track too, then this probably isn't it. But it's a fantastic car and I love it. Thanks again for watching, guys. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.